Hi guys, today we're going to be making peanut butter energy bites. If that does not sound familiar, they're also referred to as protein balls. A lot of you have probably heard of that. So what we'll need for this, I'm going to put this on the screen as well as go through it. Got oats, specifically 1 cup, 2/3 cup of creamy peanut butter. Any of this stuff can be switched out with whatever brand or preference that you have. Honey, we have 2 tablespoons. Flax seeds, I have milled, they're more grounded up. That is 1/2 cup. And then we have 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. I already have it measured out. Okay, so we're gonna put all of this in a bowl. I have my mixing bowl. Of course, wash your hands first. Did that off video. What you want to do is combine all of this into one bowl. It doesn't matter what order, it's all getting mixed up anyway. So we got our oats. We want 2/3 cup of creamy peanut butter. So I have a 1/3 cup. I'm gonna measure 2 of them. This part is not the easiest because peanut butter is thick and sticky. Okay, I like to use a butter knife to get it out of the jar and then scrape it into the measuring cup. Does not have to be perfect in my opinion. And then scoop that out into your bowl. We need to do that one more time. Okay, got that. Okay, set that off to the side. Next, we're gonna add our 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. The recipe calls for semi-sweet, but I prefer dark chocolate. This is not dark chocolate, but you can use whatever kind you like, I think. Okay, now we got 1/2 cup of flax seed. Okay. Now we need 2 tablespoons of honey. My honey has been in the refrigerator, so I know it's going to be a little hard to get it out. When you're measuring this, you might need to use the butter knife again to scrape it out. Okay. We're doing one more. Okay. Perfect. Now, all we do is mix this. Mix it all up. At this point, you can kind of gauge if you need to add more of something. You might notice it being too sticky, because afterwards we are going to roll this into balls. So you want the perfect consistency. I also wanted to say that the nutritional facts for this snack will be closer to the end of the video. I'm going to put it on the screen. You'll see that sometime. Okay, I'm seeing in mind that it's not necessarily all forming together, so I think I'm going to add a little bit more honey to help with the stickiness. We'll add 1 more tablespoon, making it 3 in total. Get our butter knife again. Okay, what I like to do to get this all combined after mixing with whatever kitchen utensil you'd like to use, I do like to use my hands. Make sure your hands are clean, people. It's very important. I wash mine before starting the video. Okay, let's move this to where we can see it. I'm just gonna set my utensil off to the side. Especially with the flaxseed, I noticed it wasn't all getting combined, so. Like Miss Youngie says, we are perfect by design, so I do think our hands are our best tools. Okay. After this is all mixed, you want to refrigerate it for 10 to 15 minutes. This makes it easier to form into the little balls that we can store as a snack. Okay, we're gonna pop this in the fridge and then be back in 15 minutes. All right, we're back. We got our mixture out of the fridge. It's been about 15 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and roll it into balls. I just have a Tupperware container I like to store in. It seals nice and I can keep it in the fridge. These are good in the fridge for up to a week. They'll be gone before then because they're so good though. Okay. Again, make sure our hands are clean. Okay. You want to try your best to do about 1 inch. I just kind of eyeball that. I'm not sure. Looks good to me. All right. One thing that I love about this recipe is how versatile the groups are that it can be aimed at. So I believe this is great for multiple different stages of life, things like that. So some big ones would be pregnancy. Constipation can be a problem in pregnancy, and if we look at the flax seeds that are used in this, the fiber is very high. Fiber is great for constipation. We could encourage this in not only pregnancy, elderly. You'll see constipation come up as a problem as well. Again, especially if they are unable to be as active. We know that immobility can definitely cause constipation, so the fiber is great for that. I also wanted to look at the protein that is in here. With the protein, with the peanut butter, we see protein. Even in the flaxseed, we could see it, the oats as well. So you're definitely getting a good amount in this. So protein is good for building or rebuilding muscle. We could encourage this type of snack with athletes for sure. Not only athletes, protein is just a very important nutrient. Especially with us being in healthcare, we see sick patients. We know protein is great for wounds, things like that. We want to encourage a high intake of protein. So once again, this is just great for multiple different groups of people, which I think is great for sure. Also, something that could be looked over in this recipe is the honey. Honey has great nutrients for you. It is used as an anti-inflammatory as well as an antioxidant because of its great properties. Another thing that I do love about this recipe as well is the versatility of it, I guess you should say, because you can definitely change this to fit your own needs or preferences. If you have kids and they don't like something, I know a lot of people put protein powder into this. That would definitely raise the protein, obviously. So that would be more for athletes, are gonna add the protein powder for the muscle building or repair, rebuilding, things like that. And then the flaxseed as well can be substituted or skipped over if that's not something you have in your kitchen and you're wanting to make these. I've made them before without the flaxseed or the protein powder, and it's still a great snack. You can substitute them for chia seeds. I've seen that as well. It's a great option. But flax is definitely good to use if you're looking for that fiber aspect. All right. I'm gonna finish rolling these up and then I'll come back. All right, guys, I am back with the finished product. This recipe ended up making 15 balls for me. This is gonna be different for everybody depending on what size you roll the balls into. It can make more or less. It's personal preference, whatever you like. But I popped the lid on and now I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the fridge. Like I said earlier, it's good for about a week. You probably won't wanna go over that. And now you're gonna be seeing the sources on the screen that I use for the information that I gave you guys, as well as finding the recipe, stuff like that. I hope you make these and enjoy them. Thanks.